Hello and welcome back to Creative Insights, the podcast where we dive deep into the minds of creatives and explore what makes them tick. I'm Al.
And I'm Elijah. Today we're tackling a topic that's as old as innovation itself, failure. More specifically, how failure can make you a better creative.
The F word. It's often feared and avoided, but let's face it, it's an inevitable part of any creative journey. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." What a testament to the resilience needed in the creative process.
Absolutely, Al. And speaking of Edison, the modern world can learn a lot from his persistence. In today's fast-paced tech environment, failure might actually be your best tool for growth. It's all about learning from those missteps, right?
Exactly. It's crucial to recognize that failure isn't a reflection of your capability. Whether you're working with a paintbrush or a keyboard, it's intrinsic to creating something extraordinary. The stumbling blocks often become the stepping stones.
In fact, creative lead Amber Carnegie embraces this by normalizing failure. She talks about setting up how to fail sessions as part of the creative process inspiration hours, she calls them. Imagine working in a place where your failures are celebrated, not just tolerated. It's a safe space for experimentation.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. For traditional settings like mine, it's about fostering environments where teams can embrace this concept wholeheartedly. When hiring, perhaps it's worth asking potential places about their iteration processes and how they view failure.
Right, Al, because ultimately, what we learn from failing may be more critical than what we learn from our successes. In tech, failure is not just an option, it's expected. You prototype, you test, you crash, and you rebuild, all faster than ever these days.
And as daunting as that might sound, it's actually liberating. When you enter any creative endeavor knowing that stumbles are part of the script, the pressure to be perfect diminishes. It frees you to explore, to push boundaries, and to innovate beyond what you thought possible.
So here's our takeaway for all you listeners out there. Seek out environments where failure is part of the creative DNA, not an afterthought. Ask questions, be curious, and don't shy away from places open to trial and error.
Well said, Elijah. Remember, folks, every failure is just another building block in your creative masterpiece.
Thanks for tuning in to Creative Insights. Remember, don't just dream, create, fail, and learn. We'll see you next time.
Until then, keep creating.